Lynn's Foodies. Today we're going crabbing. Now I know some of us are in lockdown, or many of us are in lockdown, and not all ingredients are easy to get. So why am I doing a crab recipe? Well, let me tell you. The Singapore Chilli Crab. Always a popular recipe on Lynn's Food, but amazingly it has shot up to top 3 since the COVID-19 lockdown and isolation policies. And I've had numerous requests for a video for it. So I've got myself a couple of live crabs and we're going to be cooking the iconic Singapore Chilli Crab. Once you have all the ingredients ready, it is a very, very quick and easy process. So let's very quickly take a look at the ingredients. We need crabs. I always get fresh crabs when I'm making this recipe, as in today. If you cannot get fresh crabs, get frozen cooked crabs or even cooked crabs from your fishmonger, your supermarket, whatever you can have access to. So besides the crab itself, there are a few components to the recipe. We are going to make a paste with onion, garlic, ginger and red chilies. Plus one particular ingredient that is probably going to be a bit tricky to get unless you have access to an oriental shop. This is called tau chio, or fermented salted beans. Let's take a look at a close-up picture of it. Now, salted soybeans can be found online, of course, and at oriental supermarkets, whether it's Chinese, Korean, Japanese, you're going to find it. It is salty and has a slightly smoky flavor. You can read more about it in that link up there. Now, if you cannot get hold of tau chio, a very, very good substitute for it in this recipe, actually 2 good substitutes. One is miso paste. Miso paste made from soybeans preferably. If you can't have that, if it's miso paste made from brown rice, that's fine as well. It will give you that same salty, fermented, smoky flavor. So miso paste is one very good substitute. The other one is hoisin sauce, preferably with as few ingredients added to it as possible. So these are your 2 easily available substitute ingredients for tau chio. So we're going to make a paste with that, and then we've got tomatoes. So another ingredient we're going to be using is tamarind. Now tamarind is a souring agent used all over the world and is a pretty easy ingredient to get these days. The best substitute for it is a simple, clear white vinegar. You will see some suggestions for lemon juice and lime juice, and they are fairly good substitutes too, but what you're going to get along with those citric juices is the citrus aroma and flavor, whereas with vinegar you're just going to be getting the sourness, which is what you want for this recipe. And besides that, we've got tomato ketchup. You'll be amazed at how many Chinese recipes use tomato ketchup for the sauce. Of course, we've got vegetable oil, we've got some sugar, we've got some salt, some water, and at the end of the recipe we're going to add a beaten egg, and we're going to just lightly stir it in to create wisps of egg in there, just to thicken up the sauce slightly. This is completely optional. And then the herbs that we're going to be using to finish off the recipe with is some fresh coriander leaves or cilantro and some chives or spring onions if you haven't got any chives. So that's it. We're going to make a paste from some of the ingredients, from the aromatics, and then we're going to fry the ingredient and we're going to add everything to the wok. We're going to cook the crab for the briefest of times. We're going to add the egg, finish off with our herbs, and we are done. Shall we get our aprons on?